The iPad mini has been out for a very long time, and it is my absolute favorite Apple product. But here's the thing. We have gone multiple cycles of upgrades for different iPads, and I have not seen the iPad mini upgraded one single time. And I'm a little frustrated, and I know you are too. And so I want to talk today about what that looks like for us, as there are some new rumors and some new leaks of this new iPad mini. This is the iPad mini 6. What will the iPad mini 7 look like? And are they even going to do it? So like I said, the iPad mini, man, it's been out for many years now, but there are some new leaks and some new rumors coming out. Why do people like the iPad mini so much? Well, here's the thing. It is big enough and it's not too big. For me, the iPad mini is that perfect size. See, I don't like right here, man, I've got, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but that thing is just enormous. It's absolutely massive. Whereas the iPad mini, it is exactly what the size that I think is perfect. It's the size of a book. So if I'm reading on my Kindle app or I'm reading on my iBooks app, I don't feel like I'm kind of lugging around some massive iPad with me, but this is the actual size of what a single page of a book would be like. And so I find that very convenient. Also, it's big enough that you can use it with an Apple Pencil and you can use it to take notes for your meetings, or if you're at school, this is perfect for somebody like a student. You're lugging around all your books, or maybe you could get all your books on this guy. I mean, the iPad mini just has so many incredible uses. But right now, man, this iPad mini, it is showing its age at this point. It is still very valuable and very useful for me. Like I use it all the time in creating content, and in my video production company, I use it as a teleprompter. It just has so many great uses. I've said it before, but there's a lot of people who fly airplanes or fly, helicopters, and they use the iPad mini as a navigation device, but it's just really showing its age at this point. And the fact of the matter is, I feel like the iPad mini is just, there are so many people, and it will get, Apple will get so much publicity if they take this iPad mini and they finally upgrade it. Thank you, Taurus, for sponsoring today's video. This is the Taurus O Stand iPad case, and it is such an awesome stand. Let me show you some of the cool things that it can do. First and foremost, it has the Apple Pencil holder, which is absolutely massive. And on the back of this O Stand case, you can see that it has multiple different angles that it can flip out. Let me show you those angles real quick. So the O stand can sit like this, right? Like a normal horizontal side. But one of the things to me that makes it so incredible is not only can it do that, you can also flip it down so that if you're somebody who draws a lot, look at that, very stable. You're not seeing much shake at all right there. That's really cool. But this is my favorite angle right here, is the fact that the O stand case can actually sit in a portrait mode. To me, that is incredibly impressive, because I am somebody who gives presentations constantly. Every single week, I give a presentation, and just being able to set my iPad, I come out, I have a table, set my iPad down, and I present, man, that's so helpful. And so I really like this case because of how it just kind of balances lightweight, quick, easy design with also being extremely protective. Like I said, there is nowhere on this case that you are going to get, if you drop your case, you're not going to get this thing messed up. Look at that. The grills are covered, ports are covered, everything is covered. It is absolutely rock solid. I've used Taurus cases on all of my devices. They are a fantastic company. They stand by their word that they have solid devices. I highly recommend it. If you'd like to get the Taurus O Stand iPad case, go ahead and click the link in the description. Thank you again, Taurus, for sponsoring today's video. Let's jump back into it. In the last event where they talked about iPads, they featured the iPad mini as one of their main iPads. And for me, I look at it and I'm just like, man, this is absolutely ridiculous, because this is more than just a device that you'd get like your grandma or something. This is a device that is actually useful in every single day life. It's actually able to get you more productive. Like running programs on this thing, it still doesn't feel slow. It's not a slow device by any means, but it does, if you use something like an M4 iPad Pro or use the M2 iPad Air, this thing does just feel sluggish at this point. I mean, the screen on this guy, let's look at the overhead cam. Screen on this guy, it's just not good anymore, man. It's so clunky and, not as vibrant. These huge, thick bezels on this guy. That's one of the futures of where things are going, is just thin bezels, and this guy has a lot of bezels. Now, I have heard people talk about the fact that the iPad needs some bezels so that you can hold on to it. The problem is the mini is big enough that you can actually hold it in one hand, and so I don't know that I totally agree with people that, you need bezels on this thing, but here are the rumors that are coming out. Apple is about to have an event. It's looking like it's going to be October 28th, somewhere around right there. And the rumors have it that this iPad mini is not going to get a cosmetic upgrade, but it will get a chip upgrade, which if you're going to do something, having that faster chip, that is helpful. I do think they need to upgrade the screen on this thing. I think upgrading it with a repositioned camera and all that would be really helpful. And so the iPad mini does need to come forward in time, but it's looking like possibly on October 28th that they might do it. And once again, if Apple does not do anything for the iPad mini in October, I'm looking at it and just going, man, Apple has just abandoned all things mini. Why are they doing that? Well, they got rid of the iPhone 13 mini. They got rid of the iPad mini essentially by not upgrading it ever recently. And I was really hoping that this previous iPhone event with the new iPhone 16 coming out, that they would have brought out their foldable devices, and it doesn't seem like that's the route they're going. They have filed their patents many years ago when foldables first started coming out. Like if you think about it though, an iPad mini is literally just two iPhones next to each other. And so I thought it would be awesome, man, to have an iPhone 16 Pro Max Fold or something like that. They could fold out to the size of the mini. That would have made sense to me why they would have gotten rid of this size and this form factor. And also I think they do have a lot more sales in larger iPads. So in the end of the day, Apple is a company, a business. They need to make their money. And if they don't, they have to answer to all of their shareholders. And so if the sales of the iPad mini aren't massive, they're probably not going to upgrade it. But I still think with the media and the iPad mini is a favorite for YouTubers. Like absolutely hands down. It's one of across the board tech YouTube's favorite devices. And so I think they would get so much out of an upgrade for this guy. But if you're looking for a full redesign, it doesn't look like that's going to happen this time. What they might do is just put the A17, A18 chip in this thing and just kind of bring it back up to speed. It would be great to see ProMotion display in this with 120 hertz. I don't know what they're going to do. Again, I think the biggest thing that Apple can do is take ProMotion and put that on the regular devices and then come out with another liquid ProMotion Max gangsta style. And that would be the 240 hertz version. I just feel like 120 hertz anymore is not professional. It's not like the bleeding edge of things anymore. And so I would love to see something like the 120 hertz come to the iPad mini. So let me know in the comments, are you looking forward to the iPad mini 7? Are you content with the iPad mini 6? Or do you think Apple's just absolutely doing away with this line? Let me know in the comments below. See you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day.